Good morning from Ghana, and hello to everybody in Scotland and in the UK in general. A special hello to Strathclyders all over the world, and especially people in the business school. And I just want to say another hello to members of YCP, Young Chinese Professionals globally. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with you some of the experiences that I picked up when I was in Strathclyde, at the same time when I was in Glasgow, and when I had the opportunity to be a student researcher for the YCP. Prior to me coming to Glasgow, to Strathclyde, to do my MSc, I had the opportunity to work for the Ghana Forestry Commission. That was where I was working. I had the opportunity to work on a project that was funded by the World Bank. The nature of the program was to green the environment, and I worked there as a supervisor before I had the opportunity to travel to Glasgow to do my MSc in International Human Resource Management. I actually come from Ghana, which is in Africa. It's actually a small country of about 30 million people, rich in natural resources. But one of the things that I realized has been one of the major problems for us is the management of people. So I actually sat down, made some few calls to some of my seniors who came to Strathclyde before me and asked them their thoughts on the business school in Strathclyde, because I was thinking that the best way to actually help my country is to come to a country that is perhaps more advanced than us, and come study, understand how things are done, and come back to my country to help my country become better in terms of human resource development. But I decided to actually choose Strathclyde because after my research, I realized that I wanted to go to a school that is prestigious, a school that is perhaps globally known, and I decided to choose Strathclyde University, especially the business school. I chose the business school because of how prestigious the business school is. You look at all the global rankings, from Times Higher to US, to all the rankings that are known globally, the business school stands tall. So if you want to actually be good, if you want to be the best, why don't you actually join the best? One of the reasons why I decided to choose the Strathclyde Business School. I realized that when I was actually coming to the end of my course, I needed a place to do my dissertation, and I was not ready to take just any other place. But I had the opportunity to meet the chairman of the YCP in Scotland. That's the Young Chinese Professionals, Mr. Peter, and we had a long discussion about the prospects and the support system that the YCP has available for student researchers. So I decided to actually take it up. We had a long chat, and I realized that even though the group is predominantly Chinese, they have a lot of respect for diversity. I was actually roped in. I'm quite sure I'm the first African on the team, and I think that's like a plus to the team as well. It shows that even though they are predominantly Chinese, it was great being in Strathclyde, no doubt about that. I still have memories. My class was quite diverse. Majority of my course mates were people from China. Some people came from Scotland as well. Some people from Germany. Some people from Canada. And I think it was really great. A lot of experiences and a lot of skills that were picked up. For example, you get a chance to, because of the nature of some of the lecturers, they allow you to actually speak in class. And I think that's a good thing, because after getting your masters, a lot of the things that you're going to encounter largely will be, speaking to people in managerial roles, speaking to people who are actually under you, your subordinates. So one of the things that I actually picked up was how to sharpen my ability to speak in class and my ability to speak in front of people, because you get a chance to do a lot of presentation. Secondly, one of the skills that I picked up was effective teamwork, because you get a chance to work with a lot of people from diverse backgrounds, people from all over the world, and you have the opportunity to actually stay humble and actually learn from them as well as they would actually learn from you. One of the things that I actually loved so much about the YCP program, especially, is the support system especially from the chairman, Mr. Peter. I realized that I kind of struggled a bit, since that was my first time writing my dissertation, my thesis. But I decided to do it. I didn't have an option. So I struggled a bit in terms of structuring of my questions, properly how to properly reach out to people to come on board. And anytime I needed help, anytime I drafted something that needs a bit of correction, that needs a bit of shake up, or that needs a bit of polishing, Mr. Peter was always there to help polish or to make it possible. And for me, I think that's a mark of an organization that loves people. That is kind to people, that is ready to bring people on board, no matter where you are coming from. They are ready to support you. Secondly, I had the opportunity to learn a lot about my researching skills as well. For example, we had a lot of debates about um, how the research should be how my research should be structured, and the methodology to be used. I recall speaking to the chairman, Mr. Peter, and we had a long debate about, should I use a qualitative study, should it be quantitative, should it be mixed approach, and all that. And I thought that was good, that was great, because you needed to read on all that before you meet him, so that you can have a debate that is rich in itself. One of the skills that I developed was listening, the art of listening. Because when you send an email over to a prospective candidate to be interviewed, one of the things you have to do is to listen. As a researcher, you have to actually take yourself out of the whole debate, switch off your biases and listen carefully to anybody who is there, So I and it has actually helped me. Going forward, I spend a lot of time listening to people. That was something that I didn't have. I had to actually listen to people very well, so that I can actually make a judgment that is crucial, at the same time that is necessary to make everything to make my work stand out. I think one of the sweetest things that I actually had the opportunity to do in Glasgow, and I think it will be part of my memories for a very long time, is to work with an organization that is global in outreach, predominantly Chinese. This is how I actually looked at everything. I did some research and I realized the sudden rise of China, you know, all over the world, in terms of finance, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of development and all that. And I was like, whoa, this is good. This is really, really good. And when the opportunity actually came in, I had few discussions with the chairman, and I decided to actually be on the project, because this is what I did. I realized that, look, let's face it, I'm an African, and I'm in Glasgow, I'm in the UK, and I'm getting the opportunity to work with an organization that is Chinese, and that is Chinese and has opened its arms to me. I thought that this is beautiful. This is like having the chance to actually work with one of the best organizations in the world. So I actually took that in. One of the things that I would say to prospective students who who are contemplating, should I work with YCP or not, is this: look, go for it. Work for YCP. It's one of the organizations. I think it's one of the best organizations that a student researcher can actually work for. They give you the opportunity to grow. Nobody's there to micromanage you. Nobody's there to be shouting at you. Nobody's there to be screaming at you. You have the chance to actually work with some of the best minds, I think, in YCP. The chairman himself is educated. You went to one of the best universities in the world, Imperial College, and you have the chance to work with a lot of people, some of the executives as well. You speak to them, you write emails to them, they respond to you wherever they are. They make time to actually speak to you, bring the research, bring the project work. So it's not like an organization where you join, you don't have the chance to speak to any of the executives, you don't have the chance to speak to any other person. Because I experienced it, I'm a witness to this, so I know that this is true. And if probably there should be somebody who would actually speak against this organization, it probably should be me. But I'm so happy I worked with this organization. I had the chance to meet some of the executives as well. I had the chance to write emails to people prospective candidates who were in China as at the time I was doing my research work. And I think one of the sweetest things that I remember is I called one of the people that I had to actually speak with, and she was actually asleep in China, but she picked up, told me to give her some few minutes. She worked on herself, and she answered all my questions, and I thought, wow, this is like super cool. This is really cool. Somebody else would have probably maybe brushed it aside or ignored you totally. But the people in the organization, were extremely particular about the research work. And I was happy that everybody that I interviewed told me that, look, we would want to know the outcome of your research. So that it tells you how people were actually into the work. It wasn't like something that was some sort of a joke. No, people actually came over to put in their best work. After my research work, I was awarded my master's degree. I came back to my country, Ghana, and I had the chance to actually work as a research assistant for my uncle in Ghana's parliament. And I think that a lot of things that I picked up, especially from working with YCP and my interactions with a lot of the executives and a lot of people that came on board, actually prepared me for this moment. So I think that I strongly believe that one of the best things that YCP has done is to shape my worldview, shape my researching skills, shape my thoughts pattern, shape my understanding of diversity as well. And I think anybody who has a chance to work for an organization like YCP should jump at it, without any second thought. I can assure you, you would love everything that you would have everything that you would encounter. One of the things that I miss so much about Glasgow, largely I think is the food. I don't miss the weather I don't miss the weather so much. Glasgow is really cold, and I think one of the nicknames for that country is you can experience like 4 different weathers in a day. But aside that, it's a beautiful place, and you meet a lot of nice people in the shops, on the streets. People would want to help and support you if you need help, and I think that's good. That's how we all want to live. We all want to support each other when we need each other's help. So all in all, to conclude, I would say that my stay in my stay in Glasgow was great. My stay in the business school was great as well. But I loved the work that I did with YCP, the young Chinese professionals. Great work, great support system, and great love. And I wish everybody all the best in these trying times. I think it's a very tough place for everybody, but I think that we should continue to be positive, support each other, and I hope that at the end of the day, the world become a better place once more for us to see each other and touch each other physically. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.